I'm Mirella.
Hello, I'm Zoe. Welcome to the Critical Obsession podcast.
Our latest obsession has been a TBL called Dangerous Romance. The episodes are free to watch on YouTube. There will be spoilers, so you should definitely go and watch the series before listening to us fangirl about it.
A little disclaimer, this will contain our personal opinions, random thoughts, and theories. There will be cursing, and also be aware that some of the topics may be adult in nature, and alcohol may be involved.
Our laughter will be painful to listen to, but bear with us. We just watched the latest episode of Dangerous Romance and we want to talk about it.
If you're still here after all this, join us on our downward spiral into our obsessions.
Hello. What is up?
What is up is episode 11.
You know what? I put myself a little wine, so this episode is going to be drunk and traumatized and hysterical.
I was wondering what the "can you wait a minute for me" was. You were opening a bottle of wine. Nice. Okay. Well, I have no wine because I'm still on medication, but I will be in my drug-induced haze, so we'll see how we go.
I'm having a headache and I'm stressed. And I know this episode they're going to torture us right up until the end, aren't they?
Yeah, I feel like the more we've talked about it over the last couple of days, the more stressed I've become. Whereas, like, at the end of episode 10, everyone else was stressed, and I was like, this is it. They're finally okay, or they're getting there. And now I'm really like, but are they? So I guess we're about to find out.
I calmed down a bit after we did the critical thing, but then today talking to you about it just got me stressed. I blame you.
Oh, I blame
You
you
could
because
substitute stressed with excited, but I choose stressed because I like being dramatic right now. So
yeah, I mean, you blame me, I blame you because you told me to do stuff. I'm like, don't you
thank
know
you.
I like to hurt people? But yeah. All right. Well, I guess we're gonna start part 1 of 4 and come back here and I don't know, scream, cry, all of the above.
At the same time, yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'll meet you back here in a minute. Oh my god, Morella. Oh my god.
Come on.
Oh my god. I'm like just.
You know, I started watching the preview, and then at some point I just stopped and I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I doing this to myself?
I know, I did the same thing because like once you start, it's like you're like hypnotized. And I'm just like, ugh. Anyway, oh my god. Okay, so like a small time jump, I guess, like because Guy is at school.
Is carrying the bag.
I know.
That
I literally wrote Salom has the bag because we had so many conversations about that.
He's still carrying that.
It's so funny because I literally wrote down Salom coming back to school making all of us liars because we had all these like, there's no way he'll go back, you know, because. So we were kind of right. We were wrong, but we were right.
Yeah.
Oh my god! In the classroom, Kane looking at him.
Oh, and people gossiping about.
Yeah, I loved Guy in that moment, but I'm just like, I'm like hung up on the way Kang was looking at him, and then when we got the flashback, and I went, oh my god, Kang is still mad.
Did you notice the mist? I mean, the fog.
No, I didn't. I was too busy
There was
crying.
so much fog. There was so much fog when he dropped him off. I don't know, something feels off. I'm not. Is this like something? Is this there? Are they pretending to be mad at each other because they know they're being followed, or what is going on? I am
That's
confused.
an interesting theory. I did not even think about that. I did wonder if he was pretending to be as mad as he is, because I was like, he was even more desperate, I think, than Salom at the end of episode 10. So I was really surprised to see he was that mad still. Like, how do you get from there to like, you know, this is the last time I'm helping you? I was like, wait, what?
Your theory of him investigating him by himself seems pretty plausible right now.
Yeah,
Considering everything.
But like when he was like mad, kind of mean to him, and because Salome was basically trying to reach out with the apology, that's how it seemed. That was it. I started crying straight away.
Yeah. Yeah, because
So
no, Salom's reaction is too real, like for him to also be aware of what's happening. I don't know. I'm confused,
yeah,
and I'm
I don't know.
hurt.
I'm just like, and then of course when he was trying to tell like Otto and Guy that he was leaving, and then he was just like, I need to take a shit, and I was just like, oh, we're gonna get a bathroom scene. That was like my first instinct, and then of course no, he went and
No,
he's leaving, and okay, so I was like, oh, we were right. I hate it here.
it's like he has no future. He's
Oh my
focused
god,
on
I
the present
literally wrote
moment.
he has no future.
Me too.
Because
I
yeah,
don't know. I don't remember what prompted it, but I wrote it.
yeah,
I
well,
don't.
no, because she
What
said to
happened?
him, the teacher, I can't remember her name, she said, don't
Oh
throw
yeah,
away your
yeah,
future. And
yeah,
he's
yeah,
just
yeah,
like,
yeah,
I mean, he says, he doesn't say that, but his basic thing is, I have no future. Like, this is, it's,
yeah.
it's challenging just to make it through the day, he says. And I'm just like,
Um,
and if I hadn't have been crying already at that point, my heart would have just broken in two.
and to
And
with her
my dad put you
proposal.
forward to it.
Yeah, is the
Yeah.
proposal a suggestion? As if he'd ever accept something like this, and
I really
especially in such a situation.
Yeah, but not only that, I liked the way he responded to her. He basically
Don't make
said to her,
sense.
"Let's not make it more complicated," which I like is perfect because can you imagine if he got a scholarship from her? Like it's like just pour gasoline on Kang and set him on fire and just like let's just watch it. Like because
But him
yeah,
saying, "I no, yeah, I do agree," because that would make things so much worse for everyone.
yeah.
I mean,
And I
he's not standing there. Even like I cannot even imagine it. Him accepting that is not a real situation. That is just not something that would happen. But he
no.
just said something to make her understand.
Yeah, for real.
But
But
him
and then
saying Kang is not comfortable seeing me around, I was like,
I
oh
know.
no.
I know. Well,
No.
I mean, the look he gave him in the classroom, it wasn't anger. It was like longing mixed with despair or something. I don't know. It completely destroyed me though. But
Because
and
how
then
can he go from that scene where they were crying and everything to being so mean?
I
I
know,
don't know.
right? Like, how did yeah? That's what I'm saying. I was worried that something like this might happen. I said earlier, didn't I, about something like
Yeah,
this
you
could be
said
the
that
possible.
we were both predicting that Salom would be more prone to shutting
Yes, I wasn't
down.
expecting Kang. So I'm like I'm willing to potentially see maybe what you're suggesting that it's a ruse to because clearly that he is being followed. We find that out in a second, but before we get to that, Guy shutting Otto down basically when Otto was trying to talk Salom out of it, the way he's just like he's made up his mind, you're not going to change it. Like
Because he's similar.
he
He's
yeah,
similar
he
to Salom.
understands
He
him. Yeah,
understands
that's
him.
right.
Yeah.
What was really strange though for me was when they were hugging, Guy smiled. I was, does he have a plan? Like, we're gonna see some like hijinks between him and Nuff. Like that's what I was predicting. And then of course then we got the rehab of him and he's like kind of defeated
No, but
again.
but the hug,
Oh,
Zoe, the hug in the cafe.
the friendship
And
flashback.
Shimon's face during the hug, like there
Yeah,
was so much pain.
I know.
Shimon, I'm saying Shimon because I want to accentuate that the acting is
Acting,
just
yeah, the acting was just
amazing.
I mean, I felt like all of the
Uh,
acting from both of them in this first as I said, like I literally was bawling. I mean, I sound like I'm like have a smile. I mean, I do have a smile on my face because I'm super excited, even though I was like, I felt like someone just pulled my heart out and stomped on it a little bit. Um, but I'm just like, yeah, the friendship flashbacks were amazing. That is how you use a flashback. um, and I'm just like, yeah, wow. They were really killing us in this first bit, and I can only hope that this is like the opposite of last week, where we had the really sweet stuff first in the beginning, and then the torture at the
mhm.
end. I'm hoping that we're having the torture at the beginning, and the sweet stuff will happen at the end, because like this was absolutely
I
soul
just,
destroying.
and then the scene with Salom thanking Hag, and I was like, no, it's just, it's kind of like weird if Kang, from being like this, he then jumps to being like, you have me. I don't know. It's just,
Yeah, I
something is
feel like there's
something
something
is
else going on, yeah. And
happening.
even
Yeah.
even this though, like the whole thing, okay, if he really is still at this point he was really still angry, which I kind of understand. Um the depending on like because we don't know the conversation they had after that. Like all we know is
Yeah. What
how we left
if
them.
we're right? If we're right that something is happening behind the scenes, that means that we're going to get a continuation of that scene with in a flashback for
Yeah.
an explanation.
Or it looks
Love
like
that.
from the trailer that maybe Salom not Salom, Kang is going to
What kind
fess
of
up.
trailer? What
Sorry?
kind of trailer? What kind of trailer?
The little trailer that we just accidentally watched,
I,
both of us.
you fucking watched it. Don't fucking spoil it for me. Why?
Oh, I thought you said you watched it.
No,
Oh, okay. Well, then
I
I won't
can't
say.
watch them.
Okay, don't worry about it. Forget it. I
Okay,
said
it's alright.
nothing.
I knew it was going there anyway, but sorry.
Yeah. But anyway, so okay, forgetting that. Moving on to the bit with the pin. So if he
Uh,
really is angry at this bit, I feel like people are gonna once again misunderstand this whole scene with the pin because it seems like he's being horrible again by like snatching
mhm.
the pin off of him. But I actually feel like if he's really mad here, it's more like he's upset because once again, Salom is leaving. He's pushed him away, and
Mhm.
Salom is just leaving. He's giving up, and he's leaving Kang. And Kang is miserable, and so he's like lashing out. Even though he's pushing him away, he doesn't
Yeah.
actually want Salom to leave, you know? So he's obviously found out from someone else that he's like rejected the scholarship and is leaving. And so that's like, if he's really angry, that's his like petty way of being like upset, I think. I don't think he's being
If
nasty.
he if he is doing something that Salom doesn't know of about, and now he sees Salom leaving and thanking him for being kind to him, he basically it's like Salom has no faith in him at all.
Yeah.
So yeah, he would be
The,
mad.
the other
If
thing is
he
as
is there
well,
for him, he's trying to things. Yeah.
yeah, the other thing is he may still have been angry at him. And then what just happened might be the catalyst for his actual change. Because if you think about it, like what happened last week was kind of like not with victim blaming, because that's not what I'm trying to do
Mhm.
here, but like it was something that Kang was worried about happening if Salom went down this path. And so
Yeah.
he had obviously already warned him off this path. Then Salom did this. And so he's angry at him for that. But like this thing that just happened where he like almost got shot and killed, not his fault.
Oh my God, he would have gotten
Yeah,
he would have gotten
if his
shot
bag
had he not.
if his
Yeah,
bag
his
did
back.
not get
It was
caught,
his back.
yeah, his
His
bag
back.
saved his
Oh my
life.
God, saved him. Oh no.
Yeah.
But can you imagine if Kang actually is being, Kang right now, and there's nothing, nothing is happening. He's not investigating anything. This would mean that we're going to see him break.
I just feel like this though, like if he was really angry, like he's just being
Mhm.
bitter and angry because, as I said, he doesn't want Salom to go. He keeps pushing him away, but he doesn't actually want him to go. He wants him to like fight or something. And like he wants him to stand up and fight like he did in the beginning. And he's not
Yeah.
doing that. I mean, he is kind of doing that for Sapphire, but he's not doing that for them. And so I feel like that's where a lot of his anger is coming from. Um, and so if he really is angry and he's not like, as you said, he's not like trying to do something in the background, then the fact that Salom almost just got fucking killed for like no reason is enough of a reason to scare the fuck out of him and like shake him up. And that's why we'll get the I'm here for you thing because
I don't
we
know,
can't.
but why was he there? Like, there must be something. There's
I know.
something.
I know. And like,
It's
okay, so
just
let's just before we get to that, right? I was just like, okay, so with the bit where
Gainava
he with the bit where he was took the pin and
Opin.
everything,
Mhm.
I want to yell at him because I'm like, oh my god, use your words. Like
Yeah.
he's like, and not as barbed weapons, right? Like actual words. I'm like, I'm yelling at my TV, speak, because like Kang is full of all this like pent up whatever, and he's just not saying like what he's really feeling or thinking. And then we had Salom going to the jail or prison, whatever it is, and Sapphire asking him if he's okay. Like, is he fucking serious right now? Like, I'm just
It's
like,
funny that in this scene, Salom was the one who couldn't look Sci-Fi in the eyes.
well, because he knew, like, I think, like, I think you're right. I think I'm convinced. I've been too harsh on Safai. His reaction to Salom telling him he quit school was very telling, I think, and he was devastated by that. So I
My
feel
God, you finally came around.
I did. I finally came around. It was very parental of him, and it's the first time I've really seen that from him. So I'm seeing what grandma saw in him, and I'm seeing what you saw in him just from that scene, and I'm just like, oh, this is turning into a critical discussion and not a reaction. But anyway, but I was just like, I think the reason why Salom couldn't look at him is because he knows he's in the wrong. I feel like he knows it's like not necessarily the right choice. It's just his only choice right now. Like, he's in a really difficult spot. And then him leaving and Name standing there, like the look he just gave him, and I'm just like, okay. And then
You
Name
know,
going,
it was so well done because you could interpret that in so many ways.
mm.
Like
But
it.
well, it's like,
One thing that I know, one thing that I'm sure of, is that Sci-Fi is scared. From in that scene with Name, he looked scared. I don't
well,
know what exactly he was scared of, but he
Well,
was
that's right.
scared.
Because the thing is with Name, what Name said to him about making sure that his brother would be taken care of, it's like, is that a threat or a promise? Do you know what I mean? Like, we don't know that. Only Safai knows that, and his reaction works for either one. But the fact that like
Yeah,
the other gangsters and the big boss were like waiting outside is
yeah,
like, you
it
know,
was a threat.
yeah, and then so when he got
Yeah,
paid the
I
money, I
know.
was like, "Oh, he's gonna get robbed." That was my initial thought. I forgot about the whole like shooting thing because I honestly did not think that that would happen this early in the episode. I was really surprised,
Mhm.
and so,
I'm very much confused. It could go down so many roads. I want to watch what's happening
but yeah, but I mean, the fact that Kang
and also,
was there
yeah,
is curious. It's definitely
and
curious.
also, I find it, Guy. Guy needs to bend his knee in a week. He has a deadline in a week. If he doesn't do it in a week, he won't do it ever. And I wonder what.
I want to know, like, I'm trying to work out. I mean, physical therapy wasn't my like specialty when I used to do nursing and stuff. So I'm not really sure, but I feel like the way the guy was pressing on his leg probably isn't like, I don't know, it didn't seem right to me. Was he meant to be trying to push up against that? I'm not really I'm like, that's I haven't seen anything like that. If he had been lifting his leg and like, you know, help assisting him to bend it, or it was very strange. So I don't know. I'm trying not to like look too hard at like the factual like medical stuff because I feel like it'll make me angry.
What's the
But
name of the other one? Guy and
Nava?
the one that's writing Nava. Oh, the wine is starting to function. Okay, so what's Nava gonna do now?
I
He's
don't
gonna do
know.
something
Well,
again.
obviously he's gonna like rev him up, I guess. But yeah, I'm like, oh, I don't know. I'm so just
He's
this
going
was
like to play chicken with him or something.
so I don't know really what his plan is because or like what their plan is for Nava and Guy because everything we've had from them is like was like super funny and then it got really serious and then they were funny again on the roofs and now it's serious again. So I'm just like, I honestly
Um,
don't know where they're gonna go. Hello.
it finally happened.
I was like, hallelujah, hallelujah. But at the same time, I bawled as well again all through this episode. Also, all through this part, I like bawled. First off, like the cop was a real fucking dick, man. I was just
Oh my
like,
god! Oh my god! I hated that he mentioned the Matrix. I love this movie. I'm like, how dare you speak of the Matrix? No.
I was like, can you dodge bullets? It's like, no, but I can get yanked out the way by my savior
Why
bag.
didn't Why didn't it hit you? Like You
Maybe
can
they
only
like maybe they're a crap shot, like. But
just
yeah,
yeah.
and when they were leaving, I had to like laugh at this bit
No, but
because
he asked a good question. Why would someone want to shoot a high school boy?
yeah, well, exactly. Why? Yeah, why are they? It's
Yeah,
interesting because why go after him? It doesn't really make sense unless they
yeah.
think he knows something. You know what I mean?
And
Um,
it's curious that Kang wasn't that. I expected Kang to get more frustrated, but he didn't. I wonder why.
he was sort of pissed, but I don't know. Maybe he's someone who doesn't really expect. He doesn't really seem to expect much from like authority figures. So
Mm,
I
maybe,
also
maybe.
kind of wasn't
Oh, he
really.
knows. Actually, yeah, he knows that money results in. It's Salom who expects people to act in the correct way.
Yeah,
It's
he
not
expects
Kang.
people to
Yeah,
act
you're right.
morally, whereas Kang is like he has
Yeah,
zero respect for authority
you're right.
because he knows
You're
they're
right.
all corruptible. Yeah.
And
So
then when he was looking around, when
like
when Salom
seriously,
was,
when Kang's like, "Aren't you afraid they'll follow you home?" and Salem's like, "Well, I am now." Suddenly, everybody is looking suspicious.
poor Salom, I felt for him so much in that moment. I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
because
please.
he's like, what do I do now? Like, I mean, the fact that Kang saved him, it looked like I felt like he thought that was it. They're going to go their separate ways now. But of course,
Yeah,
Kang being his savior again, like because he just can't help himself for real. Like I love is like this is the last time I'm ever
he's the
doing it.
protector. It's
Yeah,
his role, the protector.
yeah. He's like, I'm never
I'm
gonna
sorry, I,
save you
I,
again,
I
except for like this 10 more times. And then when
and
that's his
be by your
time,
side for my whole life until the day I die.
yeah,
Haha.
that's right. I'm never gonna help you again except for like infinity times.
And
Um,
then so they went to a love hotel,
yeah, love Villa Hotel.
and
Like the way they kept showing that it's like a nookie hotel with the I was like cracking me up. But
and
the
I guess Kang had been following him because that's what's implied. He
yeah,
he couldn't keep himself away. He couldn't.
well, it's so
He had
funny.
to know what someone was doing.
It's so funny because he's still in this point he's like not using his words and he's just like I
Yeah,
was just
I
getting.
meant to note like use your words,
Yeah,
Kang, because I
he's
remembered you in
he's
the first
just
part. I was
like
like,
yeah he's
so
just like
easy to
I was getting my bike washed. I'm like, sure. I really want to
and
go back
Salom,
later and see like how
yeah.
clean his bike is, because I'm like,
Oh,
if that bike has one spot on it. But yeah,
but
I'm just like,
Salom was so helpless, and
well,
he
before any of
needed.
that,
He's
before
like,
any of that,
why did you save me? What's a question to like what ask? Why did you save me? I mean,
because he
wow.
keeps telling him he doesn't care, and like he does, like
Why
yeah.
did
So, but
you-
like the bit where Kang was like tending to his wounds, I couldn't help but be reminded of what happened last time wounds were tended in a hotel room. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm like this, but I couldn't help it. They were in a love hotel.
So
So
Ceylon thought he left for good, and he
yes,
was.
I thought that was interesting. He totally thought he'd been abandoned, and he was starting to break
What we
then.
know for sure is whatever Kang is doing, if he's doing something, Salom is not aware of it.
No, that's correct.
And
Um,
Salom just wants to hear the words. He wants some comfort. He wants to be held again. He's so desperate. He's so
yeah,
lonely. He's so
when
helpless.
yeah,
He's so vulnerable.
when he was
Oh,
sitting on the
he's
bed
so
and he thought he had
vulnerable.
been abandoned, and then like
Oh
Kane
my
came
God.
back, and he was so Sundera in this moment. He was so like, here's your fresh clothes. I got food because I was hungry. It's like, yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then the whole,
God.
Salom trying to overcompensate by serving. Did you notice that? Like he's
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
the service thing
yeah.
again. Like let me clean up and all the rest of it.
Yes.
And
Oh
like
my God.
okay, now he has to have a shower in the glass box. And
I'm not gonna watch you, but that thing is too intimate. Is he's being seen? Is the bathroom? Is just
yeah, well, him saying "Don't worry, I'm not going to watch you" was very interesting, but also I was
yeah.
like, wow, it just the way it hit him, the way it hit Salom when he was in the bathroom in the shower, that he's losing everybody, and
But
like
Also, the "I'm not gonna watch you" is in contrast to the last time they had this situation
Of
where the
course it
bathroom
is.
was
It's
seen
one
through.
more like
That time
reject.
he was so interested in watching, and this time it's like, "I'm not gonna watch you." It's
It
like
was
he's
it
not.
was like a rejection. One more
Yes.
rejection, yeah. Except I don't think he meant it that way. Once again, I feel like it's kind of being respectful, like in the
Yeah,
moment.
no, he's not. The Salom read it this way
Oh, of
though.
course he
This
did.
is how
Yeah.
Salom
Oh,
heard it.
for real.
Kang,
And
of course, Kang is full of shit right now. I mean, that's obvious. He's not. This is the things that he says are not what he actually means at
no,
all.
but like it's just, and the thing that got me really sort of got me in this thing,
Mhm.
his although his brother featured, because his brother is a huge part of it. Oh my god,
Oh, I've noticed that too.
how much heavier did Kang feature in this, like losing?
Yes, I
Yeah,
had the same thought. Like he
yeah.
leaned so much. Like
His loss is so much greater.
he yes, because it became Ken gave him a new world. Like he Ken became his world.
Mm,
His his purpose.
yeah,
It was his purpose. Like he was the wind and Kang was the windmill. He was living for him. He thought he was doing something with his life
yeah.
because he was with Kang.
Mm.
It wasn't meaningless anymore. I mean,
I'm
he had
just
hope and now he just lost everything. And
I'm like, this is literally what I wrote down. Oh my god. I'm like, seriously, the way he could not leave him crying alone in the shower. And then I was like, I'm crying again.
yes,
I'm crying again. And I'm loving this show so much. And I wanted I wanted Kang to speak, and finally he speaks, and all of the words were the right ones.
yes, and he
I,
said exactly what he had to say. Oh,
yes.
and Perf's voice.
Oh god.
Great job, great job, great job. I mean, oh, the way he
Like
says this thing.
the way he was silently crying behind him too, as like as Salom just completely broke down. And I love, oh my god, I love how he covered him with a towel, because like he would have
This
already
is
been
like not
feeling,
taking advantage of his
yes, he would
vulnerability
have
in a way.
already been feeling so naked and so vulnerable without
Yeah.
actually being naked as well. And also because of everything that's happened between them, like not knowing whether your touch is welcome, especially in that sort of really intense, intimate situation. I just love that he covered with him with a towel. I
But
absolutely loved it.
the things that he says, like, there was never a day I wanted to leave you. I'm
Yeah,
always here right by your
yeah.
side.
I
You
never
still
wanted to
have
walk. Oh
me. I
yeah, I
never
never
wanted
wanted
to
to be
go
away from you.
anywhere.
It's
I never
exactly what
wanted
we
to
thought.
go. I mean,
I'm like, it's
you know,
everything.
I promised if I have you, I'll do my best to take care of
Oh
you.
my
And
god,
so I was like,
I
I
love
thought I
that
had
we
no one left.
understood this show. Like I love that we did. And I'm so
Oh
like pissed off that so many people have missed it. And I hope if they've stuck
my
in
gosh.
this far that they are like eating crow at the moment, that they are understanding that this is like the pinnacle of what has been going on. And it's just, oh my god, it was fucking
It's just,
amazing.
it's sad. It's sad for the people that did not get it. It's sad because it's so rewarding.
Oh
It's
my
so
god. It was so beautiful. I was just like,
nice and beautiful and just
seriously, you and I both
romantic. I
just
don't
like
know.
speak, and he spoke, and it was like
I want to
heavenly.
bang
It
my
was
head up against the wall. I can stand it. What?
it was like
Oh,
it was just everything. He said all of the, I mean, like the only other thing he could have
exactly what
said
I had to say.
was like I love you. That's the only other thing he could have said that would have made it like cherry on top of the cake, but he basically said that anyway, like,
And
you know.
Salom needed to hear those things so
Oh my
much.
god, he did.
He did.
I'm just, oh,
And he said, he did not say, I have no one left. He said, I thought I had no one left.
yeah. Yeah,
Because in the
it's
trailer,
different. The
I
subs are
had no one
different in the trailer. I hate that. I wonder though, like if the subs were wrong, or because this is one of those things where I wish I spoke Thai, because I wonder if the
left.
subs are wrong or whether the line in the trailer is actually different.
It might be.
Because you know how
It
sometimes they
might be
do
because
that.
it feels different and it looks a bit. There's something different.
Because
I love it. I actually love it.
because
It's a good job. They did a good job. I don't care.
the change in it makes it so much, like makes the scene different as well. Like
Yeah,
I love that it's different. I love that it's more specific like that. You know what I mean? Like, and
yeah,
it's,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. I'm just,
And of course, I mean, we knew it, but it happens. It happens in the bathroom. Of
of course
course,
of course it happened in the
the
bathroom. There's like literally
bathroom.
no other room it could have happened in, like, honestly.
Exactly.
I'm just like,
Exactly.
at this point in time, and there were no doors between them. Like, there was just nothing. It was just, and I love as well, the bit where I'm going to go back to how he covered him with the towel, because he had sort of expressed discomfort on being on view. And also,
Mhm.
if you go back to the times when, in the past, where he has inadvertently seen Salom's vulnerability in the past, and it's like been against his will, kind of.
Yeah.
It was almost like he was kind of trying to compensate, because this is yet once another time where he perhaps probably didn't want to be seen, but then at the same time, the only person
He
he would have
wanted.
wanted to see that
Oh,
would
he
have been
wanted.
Kang.
Oh, yes. He didn't want to be seen because it was so horrible, but he wanted. He needed that. He
Mm,
needed these things from Kang.
mm.
He was longing for this moment. He wanted Kang to hold him. It's
And not
like,
yeah, well, because the breaking down, he knows Kang is in the room, like he knows Kang is there, and it's like he couldn't help himself. So yeah, deep down he
it's
wanted
like
him to
the
hear
moment.
him and
Why
know.
do you cry? Why do
Yeah,
people cry mostly? Why the cry exists? Because this is a way to ask for comfort.
I feel like
Yes.
as well, like he would never have been that vulnerable in front of anyone else. Like, so there was,
Yeah,
even though
sure.
it feels like it was involuntary, it like was at the same time, because I feel like he just would have locked himself up if there had been anyone else in that room
Yeah.
besides Kang.
Salom just opened his doors.
Yeah, I feel like that was just
He opened his doors.
yeah. I just I
Salom's doors are open for Kang, and Kang stepped in, and
Yeah. I mean, basically when we cry, I mean, sometimes it's a release, right? But generally, like, the top 3 reasons for crying are pain, fear, and shock,
it's
right?
usually because you want someone to help you. This is
That's
a
right.
way to express that you need help.
It's either that, or it's like it's so much inside you that you cannot contain it. Like, it's a physical, sorry, it's like an auditory representation of the anguish that's going on inside you. That's why, like, when people are like, I mean, you uh, all you have to is listen to, say, like, a mother who has lost their son at war or something like that, crying, and it's just like, you can feel that soul has been is being pulled from them. Like, it's so intense, and it's just, yeah, harrowing, I guess, is the word.
Salom's state of mind in this part is just he's so confused. He's so oh,
Oh,
and
I'm just
I was
like,
hurting for
so
him so much.
I feel like we're probably been right as well about this, is that he has been like, not like obsessively stalking him, because that's on the creepy side of thing. I feel like he has just been keeping him
There was
close.
just as he said it. Yeah, I'm right here by your side. This is
Yeah,
what he said.
because he promised not to go too far. So, like, he couldn't be with him, but he also couldn't, like, be away from him.
Yeah, he couldn't leave him.
Just in case he needed rescuing, because clearly Salom needs that a lot, and Kang needs to be the one who does it. All right.
Yep.
I can't believe we're already at part 3 of 4. Shall we go and do it?
Oh, let's go. Part three.
Part 3.
So
Name.
the boss has files, has a lot of files. Is this like a visual representation of him having dirt on people, or having experience, or knowing what he's doing because he's organized, something like this?
I don't know. You know what? I did not even notice the files. I'm just like, so, like, I don't know. I keep fixating on weird things. Like, for example, name trying to protect Salom,
Yeah, well,
and I
I'm
feel like,
I'm glad
oh, well,
because
I'm glad too,
this is what I
because
have been
it to
expecting.
me, I mean, obviously he doesn't have an attachment to Salom, so he obviously
Hmm.
does have feelings for Safai, or if maybe not feelings for, but like affection for, or whatever. But so
Yeah.
obviously Safai is doing whatever he's doing to protect Salom.
So it was a deal, and he was coerced
Yeah.
to
So it's like,
say
what the hell happened that night? Like, we still don't know. I'm guessing we're probably gonna find out in the
in the
next
next book.
part. Yeah,
Yeah.
when Kang and Salom go to see Safai, because obviously if Salom says they tried to shoot me, well, why is he keeping quiet then? Do you know what I mean? They're obviously
Yeah.
not holding
Mhm.
up their end of the bargain. So,
Yeah.
um, but yeah, and then of course we had them waking up and Kang holding on to him because he's so afraid of waking up and Salom not being there.
And the scene in compared to, oh my God. Remember, I did mention that I drank a bit of wine, right? Just in case. If you compare it to the scene from the last episode where he wakes up alone, Solomon is not there. Now he's
Mm,
holding on to him. And also the way they're both scared, my poor babies.
I know,
And
right?
Salon relying on Kang to defend him. He did not go to check himself.
No,
He
that's right.
asked
He was,
Kang to
yeah,
check. Yeah.
and listening to
Yes.
his direction and
Yeah,
the
let
rest of
me
it.
actually go see him. Can I go asking for permission?
Yeah, and
And
it's
I
so
was expecting that I trust my brother. I was expecting that thing because do you trust me? Well, I trust my brother. I was waiting
yeah,
for this.
and it's cool too because we got Kang saying I trust you, and we got another representation of that, of him like trusting Selom's judgment by deciding that yes, let's do this.
Yeah.
But the bit, can we just go back to the bit when like the person was knocking on the door and everything? At first I thought, oh, it's probably one of their friends or something, but then I was like, how would they know they're there? But when Kang was standing at the door, like he was so afraid. As you said,
Yes.
he was just so afraid because, and it's funny, I feel like if it had just been him, he wouldn't have been afraid. He's so like brash and bold and like normally like angry and everything, but it's like there's precious cargo in that room.
Mhm.
And I was just like, oh my god. But yeah, so I loved that whole bit. That whole conversation was really good too. And then oh my god, their friends hanging out at school again
Together.
without
They
them.
are together.
Even after everything like that's going down, they're still like hanging out, which I absolutely loved. And
And
Nava
also
helping Guy.
now Guy falls and Noah catches him, of
I know
course.
there's those parallels again.
And
And
did you notice Guy just accepting Nava's care? Like he took the crutches from Guy. He said nothing. Like Nava just taking care of him is a normal thing now.
yeah, and I just like the scene. I don't know the actor's name that's playing Nava.
Pavin. His name is Pavin. I think. I hope this is the way you pronounce it. I'm sorry in advance if it's not.
Yeah. Well, I've seen him in a couple of other things, like obviously bit parts or whatever, and I've never been overly like impressed or anything like that.
Mhm.
But the scene where he's waiting outside for Guy to come, oh my god, poor
You can
baby.
see your
He is
yeah.
so upset about him giving up, and I was just like, oh my god. I'm like, this is it. It's gonna happen.
And the way you can see how he's almost crying when starts to provoke
Yeah,
um
because I mean,
Guy.
they're past that, aren't
It's
they?
so
Like
good.
the last thing in the world he
Yes.
wants to do is hit him, but he wants him once again. We're getting this like him and Kang are like the same because we're getting this
Yes.
representation of him wanting Guy to fight back, right?
Yes, exactly. Like in the last scene from the previous episode, like they're mirroring everything.
Yeah. I love
It
this. And
was done, and
oh
it was done well because you'd expect it not to be as impressive because the scene with Kang and Salom are just magical. But it's so fucking good. They're
I felt
doing such a great job.
this was such a good thing. Like, and I love these flashbacks we got because, like, in the flashbacks, Nava is suddenly now he's Salom, and he has been watching that boy for a long time, like a long time.
Yes, he has been obsessed for a while now.
Yeah, and I just like, and
The
they
fact
made
that
him.
he hit him and then he let himself be hit,
Yeah, and he's
and
just going, "Why won't you fight?" And he's like, "I'm not the one that needs to fight. You are." And I was just like, "Oh my god!" And I started crying again. I'm,
the
I'm like,
line,
am I?
"I'll be a shooting star to make you
Yeah,
I'll be the
wishes come
shooting
true.
star to make your wish come true." What
I
the fuck
know,
is
I,
going on? Like,
I know,
how
right?
dare
I'm like,
how
suddenly
this
he's super
romantic?
romantic and just,
How fucking dare?
yeah. And also just like Guy still like being like, like defeatist, and him just like grabbing onto him and hugging him, and I was just like, that was it. I was off. I was crying, and I'm just like, okay, am I PMSing or was it really that powerful? And I loved it. This episode so far for me is just like, it's ticking all of the boxes.
It's amazing. It's so rewarding because we have been waiting for all this stuff to happen.
I know, right? I'm just like, oh, and we've still got like about maybe 8 or so minutes to go. So
Okay, let's go. Let's go watch the last part.
I know, right? Okay. Oh my god.
I'm just like, just fucking hell, what the fuck?
I'm like, oh my god. Okay, like, okay, we need to start at the beginning before we freak out about the end.
Mm-hmm.
So like when Naeem was at the hospital, and he was looking at Kang's father, I was like, he looks like he cares, right? Like that was my. And then when he was talking to the grandma and that, I'm like, he cares, like he likes them. I was
He's
like,
not as
oh.
bad. Yeah, he's not bad.
Yeah, and then like when it's revealed that obviously he's not the
But
guilty party.
he was like my boss. He wanted to confess.
Oh, that's what I thought
And
too.
in
I
that
thought he was
moment,
gonna say something. Yeah, I had
yeah.
that exact same vibe.
And that's fucking stupid ass telling the boss that that Kang's dad is waking up. What the fuck did he think? Did he really think they would just flee? I mean,
I
dude,
don't know. I mean, like, yes, that was a dumb move, but we needed that for the other stuff to happen. So that's a plot point, I think, more so than like an actual legitimate move.
The plot made him dumb,
yeah,
huh?
but yeah, the plot made him do it. But because like, oh my god, seriously, like I just obviously I'm guessing if we get like a background story of what actually happened, I'm guessing, I'm surmising that they were going to rob the place, and then the father wasn't meant to be there, and then when he came there the boss shot him, and the way to like get out of it, so Naeem isn't a bad guy, and then of course obviously when he like tries to stop them and he can't because he's not a killer, and I'm just like, I'm so glad he's not a killer. That's what I was thinking in that moment. And then they hit him in the head with a baseball bat.
In the moment before that, in the moment when the boss takes out the gun, I thought he would ask Naeem to shoot the dad, and I was like, are we going to have this dramatic moment of him beside the bed and not being able to do it? But then he just took matters into
I
his
must
own.
admit, I was the same as you. I thought he was going to ask him to do it, and then I thought, oh no, it makes sense that he wouldn't ask him because like he knows he can't do it. He doesn't trust him to do it. And so like, and then they hit him in the head with I was like so relieved for a minute there because I was like, oh, he's not a killer, I'm so glad. And then baseball bat to the head, and I was like, oh my god, no, I like him, what are you doing, don't kill him.
And I was so frustrated because why the fuck are you calling Salom? Send the fucking police.
Well, I mean, look at the experience we're having.
They had to be there.
Yeah, but I feel like, look at the experience we've had with the police in this episode. Would you really call the police? I wouldn't bother with the police. I would have rung like the hospital and like told them to get security there or something, because I feel like the police are useless at this point.
I think the plot is plotting here as well. Like
I think so too, but also if you're someone from like their walk of life, not just being like on the wrong side of it, but also like, in that sort of
but still
area,
would you trust sending kids against the boss who has a fucking gun? It's just,
I know, but at the same time, like, I don't know, Salom is not you're not your average bear. But yeah,
did you see him hitting that guy?
I was just
where did
like,
that
wow.
come from?
Yeah, like Reddit. Yeah, exactly. And that whole bit, I was just like, oh, and Kane, it was so funny because he was like holding his own and Kane was getting his ass kicked. But and then when he pulled the gun, I fucking knew. As soon as he pointed the gun at Salom, I was like, oh my god, I know what's gonna happen. This is going to be the dangerous tragic romance. I'm like, we called it tragic romance. Like, how desperate in love they are that they are unable to be without each other. They would rather fucking die.
They would both die for each other.
They would die for each other. And then they kept spitting, and I was just like, oh my god, yes, of course, because it's an equal opportunity relationship.
They're spinning because it's wind and
Yeah. Do you know what? It could have ended. That's classic. This could have ended so differently, so much more tragic. And I thought for sure, I thought Salom was going to get like, because obviously Kang just got winged. And I thought for sure Salom was really going to get it, and I was going to be like, this is not the tragic that we were we were talking about.
you know, if it ended with either Salom or Kang dying, it would have been a good story anyway.
I
And
would have liked.
probably, but I don't know. But they both changed too much. They
I
changed
would.
each other
I would
so much
never
that it doesn't
have.
really make sense anymore for the story for one of them to die.
No, I would not have recovered. Just putting that out here right now.
Because
I'm way
if
too
it been only one of them changing, like the one who did not change would die, and it would kind of be uh, a trope, like a typical story of how it happens in the other movies that we mentioned
mm,
before. But they both changed, so it changes. They
yeah.
both have a character arc. It's different. It makes
Yeah.
sense for it to be like this.
And I'm so glad, as I said, that it is, because I would not have survived. I am way too deep into this dangerous romance. This will be our 17th podcast about this. So I'm 17 podcasts deep into this. Um it could have been
Yeah.
such a tragedy, but in that moment I loved Name so much. I was just like, aha. And the way they looked at each other, like they so get it. They're just like, oh yeah, I'd die for you. I'd die for you too. It's like, you idiots. You almost fucking just died. Why are you smiling? Oh, I
Have you
hate it.
noticed the umbrella? Them it's raining in the next episode, and then being under the first umbrella.
Yeah, I did see the umbrella, but I wasn't really like, I didn't get. I was pretty sure I saw it, but I was like, I'm not going to rewind it because I just really wanted to talk about it.
The
But yeah,
umbrella.
I thought I got a glimpse of it, and I was just like, I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
it's there. So hopefully we'll get a cute little reveal scene of that. I really would like to see that moment. We're finally gonna get a cute little Nava guy kiss, which is like, looks adorable. It looks like we're gonna get a really nice kiss in front of the windmills. Graduating, which we thought. And why do they look like, in the scene at the end of the trailer where they're standing from the windmills before they kiss, the way they're holding hands, like they look like like when you see a couple at the altar getting married.
They're going to, yeah, I had the same thought. Are they like getting engaged? Has the honeymoon idea just grabbed
Yeah.
a hold of Kang's mind that's
Yeah. Is
tight?
Kang just like, well, we almost died for each other, so like, should we get married?
Might as well.
Like, has there been a fast forward? Like, I don't know. I'm like super curious. So, yeah, it looks really
Still
cute.
do
It
think
looks
there's going to be a
fun.
fast forward.
I
I mean,
love
the
look.
fast forward, the graduation already is a fast forward, isn't it? Because they have still have time. And
Yeah, well, I mean, and the fact that Salome is graduating with them, so obviously they're going to obviously resolve that, him leaving and everything. I mean, I'm sure Grandma and Dad will like resolve that really quickly. Hopefully, Safai will get out of prison. Hopefully, Name's not in too much trouble.
but does that mean that Saifa helped the boss get into the house and help him steal
Maybe
things?
maybe he did, maybe he
Because if,
did,
if
which is not a great thing. Like, I mean, I feel like we may find that they're in trouble for a little while because they technically did do something wrong, but then at the same time we had.
technically, we'll
Yeah,
see.
I don't know. We don't know. We still don't really know exactly what happened that night. We just, we're just guessing. But it's funny. It's funny because we were so sure we were going to get a Salom Safai Kang scene, and like all we got was like a like really
Nothing.
kind of
Nothing.
like phone call, and then just like, quick, let's go.
I think we
And I
have to. Maybe we'll get it next time in the next
yeah,
episode. No.
yeah, it would be interesting to see, because I mean, there's a lot to potentially get through before we get to like the graduation. So either they're going to do like a massive jump, or we're going to get like a few little bits and pieces. Actually, what would be really cool is if they just gave us like a bunch of scenes that kind of like went over a period of time and then had a jump.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
like the father coming home from hospital, telling his story, you know, perhaps grandma getting Salon back into school, you know, the two of them studying, like whatever, and then we have our jump, they graduate, and then like whatever else happens after that. Like I'm good at this point. I feel like this show has I feel like the way this just ended, that even if the last episode sucked absolute monkey balls, you could just like never watch it, and this is a good ending.
Yeah, but in order to ruin it, like you need to have Kang suddenly start bullying people, or Salom just
Yeah,
running
like
away
it,
and be like, I don't want to depend on anyone anymore. I just want to live by myself.
yeah.
Like
I mean,
there's
like
no way.
they are never not going to be like tied to one another. It's just, yeah. I can't believe it looks like he does the whole like windmill win speech in his graduation. It's fucking hilarious.
I love my boyfriend. Bye bye school.
And I'm like also super curious because I'm like, why is he doing a speech? Like he like here, and I think like in America and places like that, you only do a speech if you have a really high grade or something.
Yeah. Like you're the
So
best student.
yeah, like you're the best of something. So it would be really interesting to see like why does that happen?
Yeah.
Is he just
Yeah.
really smart now? Is it to do with his sports? Is it to do with like, I don't know, is he like I don't know, a prefect? I don't know. Like why is he doing a speech? I
Yeah,
have an
it's
issue with it
confused.
because like, you know, I want to hear him
Okay, why
calling
did I
it.
see him say that?
Yeah, I want to hear him saying wind is my wind to my windmill. Yeah. So, but yeah, I just loved this. This was a fucking brilliant episode. I really have nothing. I can't think of anything bad to say. I mean, there was probably like a couple of little like plot holes with this and like with the last one, because we still didn't find out how Kang knew exactly where he was, but like at the
Well,
same
he
time
followed him.
he has
He
been, yeah,
kind of
he
followed
has
him,
been
I guess.
following him. I love how he's still
Because
like
you see, we talked about it, how he basically did not exist in episode, what was it, 10? He
yeah.
did not exist. He probably couldn't stand being by himself. He couldn't stand, being in that house by himself, not having Salome by himself. He had to
Yeah,
check on
I'd love
him. He
to
had
know when
to,
he started to do that. I feel like he wouldn't have done it straight away. I feel
no,
like we're breaching once again
maybe
into critical
after
discussion
the
mode.
discussion with the grandma, I think that
Yes,
she
his
made
doubts.
him
Yeah,
doubt himself, and
yeah,
that's why I think that's when
that's
it
what I
started.
think too. Yeah, for sure. So I'm just like, oh my god, I'm so happy. I
Too.
like can't wait to watch this a bunch of times. I'm not really sure that I'm really gonna have anything else to say about it, like except for like majorly
Oh,
gushing.
you always say that, and then you say the most interesting things.
I don't know. I'm just so happy, and I'm like, yeah. I mean, I cried. Obviously, there are things that you picked up. Like you also said to me in the beginning, did I notice all the fog? And I was like, there was fog. All I saw was like Salome about to cry and Kang being nasty again. And that was just through the haze of my own tears. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
maybe on a rewatch I will notice a few things. But and it's 2 a.m. here, so as well. So maybe that's a factor. But oh my god,
I'm
I'm so
just
happy.
overwhelmed and I'm drunk, and we can finally take the trauma taste out of there, I think, because
Oh, we can take traumatized out. We can go back to drunk and hysterical. I feel like we had drunk and hysterical tonight.
we did.
Um, so
Both me.
but yeah, I'm just like, oh, it was like everything
It's,
I
it
wanted. I
was so
feel like,
good. I'm so happy.
yeah, I feel like we got everything we wanted.
Oh,
It's like Christmas and Santa
we're
came
getting a good
early.
end. We're getting a good end for our podcast because
I know,
we
right?
spent so much time theorizing and
If this
falling in
had
love with these
sucked,
characters and this story, and it
if this
just
yeah,
it's
if this had sucked and we had been really wrong, we would have looked like crazy people. I mean, I'm pretty sure we look like crazy people already, but that's okay.
half
I'm
of it
alright
is
looking
crazy
like crazy.
people, but half of it
Yeah.
kind of makes sense.
I would have hated to like have to bag it though. Like I'm just I'm just I can't imagine it. I'm so looking forward to next week again. It's another week I'm going to be wishing my life away because once again I can't wait till Friday, and then I'm just going to be like, what am I going to do with my life now? Like
Oh
for real.
no, no, don't
Seriously,
talk
GMM,
about it.
would you
It's too scary. No, no, it's too
I
scary. Don't talk about it.
I'm like, GMM, please tell us what's on next so I can at least make a plan for my life. Yeah, so we will have to start to work out what we're going to do next. It's a reality we're going to have to cross at some point, but we still have
Mm.
some more to come. So we still have another critical discussion. We have another episode reaction and another critical discussion
And maybe
and
another episode where we discuss about
everything, I
everything.
think. Yeah, like
Yeah.
a rehash. Let's rehash it all. And then, of course, we need to tackle the book.
Oh,
I'm
oh
really
my
curious
God,
about the
yes.
book.
Me too. Yes. I want to
So
read it.
I'm
We need to have a separate episode just where we
I think where
where
we
we talk
just talk
about the
about
book.
the book. Well, I mean, I don't know. We might read it and be like, we really don't have anything to say. I feel like we will.
Somehow I doubt it. I
Yeah.
really, really doubt it.
Well, that was fun.
At least for us it was.
If you made it to the end, I'm not sure if we should apologize or congratulate you.
But thanks again for spending your time with us.
Please check out our Twitter and Tumblr at criticallyobs for all future posting schedules.
Bye for now. I'm Mirella.
And I'm Zoe, and we'll see you next time.